What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Motors and another vehicle highlight. So today we are taking a look at a vehicle that I actually took in myself. This is one of my babies, one of my trades, and it is a really cool little number. This is a 2019 Honda Accord Sport Edition. This is just a really fun, sporty looking, as the name implies, full-size sedan with plenty of beautiful design elements and comfort to match. So this is going to be an interesting and fun review, so let's jump in. All right, y'all, before we even open the doors, we're going to take a look at the styling that we have here in a little bit more detail. We've got beautiful 19-inch wheels that absolutely pop when you look at the vehicle. They are large, they are swooping, they've got this elegant kind of design that really blends in with the body lines of this vehicle. This is possibly my most favorite generation of the Accords because these lines are so sporty, they're upscale, the whole car really looks like a different breed. I love it how everything is kind of molded, aerodynamic, and just really looks like a whole kind of different type of vehicle. It's a full-size sedan, it's sporty, it's elegant, it's just everything that you'd want in a Honda rolled into a beautiful full-size sedan package. Jumping in, you can see that whole kind of fluid, sporty configuration really goes into the interior just as much as the exterior. You can see that the seats, whether front or back, are really well cushioned. These are cloth seats, but they are seriously high quality. Look at the way that they are bolstered and appointed, that kind of leather around trim and the cloth in the middle, making it kind of a half and half interior with the double stitching that is around that leather. So this is a really cool kind of hybrid cloth interior where you get quite a bit of leather and a bit of cloth where it counts, especially on those seat cushions, which can get very hot in the summer, and they definitely don't burn nearly as much as just straight up leather. They are incredibly ergonomic and comfortable, as you can see with the sculpting and the bolstering on those captain's chairs, and the same to a slightly different degree on this rear bench. When you open up the armrest, you get these signature cup holders and all that good stuff back here, with a little bit of storage in the back as well. All of the original floor mats are down here, and they're very clean and very well kept. All right, y'all, let's get into this driver's seat and the styling that we have going on. When we say sport, we definitely mean sport. You can see that carbon fiber style insert right here with the stainless steel. Beautiful swooping lines when you look at the typical controls that we have here, from the trunk to the mirrors and all of the window configuration right here. We've got two automatic windows instead of one, which is great. The hood pop and the pedals down here with the OBD reader down there as well. The pedals are metal trimmed, which is really nice, adds to that sport styling. And when you turn around, you've got plenty of room. A lot of sedans definitely lack in that headroom, legroom kind of space for me, because I am on the taller side. I'm right around 5'10". I always mention my height and kind of like my dimensions to other people because it does help kind of visualize where they would be. I am 5'10" and I am right around 215. So I fit very comfortably into these seats, and I feel like a lot of other people would. Sitting down here, you can see when you close that door, it detects the fob and it's already ready to go. It does come with 2 keys, and this is a push to start. So let's start her up. What a beautifully quiet crank. Now this LED stuff is going to blink a little bit on camera, so I do apologize for that. It never catches well with the frame rate when you're filming, but it is pretty kind of self-explanatory. This is all digital display right here. It does blink a little more when you get further away, but when you get closer, it kind of catches up with the frame rate. So you can see this is an all digital display. Plenty of buttons right here on the steering wheel with these paddles right here in the back as well. We've got the lights and the blinkers, we've got the wipers, we've got this stuff for cruise control and infotainment. Cruise control right here, lane keep assist and all that good stuff over here, and all of the infotainment and phone controls are on this side. This is almost like a phone in a sense, and that is really cool. You can see over here you've got plenty of room to hang out, very beautifully appointed dashboard, nice large screen with both buttons, and a very fluid touch screen. Like, this is almost like a phone screen. It is very fluid, soft to the touch. You don't have to mash the touch screen to get anywhere. So there's quite a bit of features there. As you can see, we've got the Bluetooth audio, smartphone connections, trip computer messages, all of those other things that you can get, the apps. Here we have the display, the seek, and the home button. And here we've got the clock, phone, audio, like the source of the audio. Right here we have the radio and source right here. It'll show you what we've got going on for the connectivity. Climate control is dual zone, and it is very simply displayed down here. Very nice cold AC, which is really important because boy is it hot. So I can turn that all the way up on the intensity here. And over here we have a little bit of extra storage along with USB and a 12-volt outlet. Nice generous cup holder with those little holding elements so your cup does not fly all over the place. Gotta love that, because some of these people cannot drive on I-20 looking at you. And we have the driving modes, which is the Eco and the Sport, the parking brake and the brake hold, and the nice intuitive Honda shifter right here. Looking into the center console, we actually have a pretty generous amount of space and an organizer tray. This is quite a bit. I mean, y'all, this is quite a bit with that outlet right there. For a sedan, full-size sedan, really does mean full-size for Honda. Plenty of room to store around here. Big, generous amount of leg room, and good little bit of space here as well. This has the typical sunglasses overhead type of situation here. Regular mirror, there is not a sunroof, but the roof, like headroom, is actually quite a bit up there, which to me, as somebody tall, is quite excellent because I don't like hitting my head on the ceiling, and neither do you, I'm gonna assume. Here we've got the backup camera that has multiple views, so you can choose how well you want to zoom in. Right there on the bottom, right below your wheels, typical view, and a wide angle, so you can really see where you're going, what you're doing, and who's trying to back up into you at the Walmart parking lot. Ask me how I know. But that is pretty much it for this vehicle. In terms of overview, let's just jump into the trunk space and wrap this baby up. All right, y'all, welcome to the trunk space. We've got quite a bit of space for a sedan. Absolutely full-size sedan amount of space over here. You could probably fit, you know, a couple different suitcases or even the entirety of me in this trunk. Please do not put me in the trunk. But we also do have a 60/40 folding bench right here as well to accommodate for more room. But seriously, I actually saw this at a car show once where somebody climbed into an entire trunk of a vehicle and was like, hey dude, this is how much space this thing has. And this thing definitely has this much space. Now, I don't want to jump all the way into this thing, but leaning into it, you can see that that is a pretty generous amount of room, which is always awesome, especially in a sedan. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me on this latest iteration of our vehicle highlights. As you can see, this thing is as functional as it is gorgeous. Like I said, my favorite generation of Honda Accords. These things are so functional, so cool looking, and they're pretty much everything that you would ever want in a sedan. So, I mean, I really don't know how to tell you, this car sells itself. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not on Steel City Motors already, hop on over there. It's a good time. Lots of details, lots of vehicles. Or head on over to 1011 Old Cedar Grove Road here in Moody, Alabama, right off of exit 144 on I-20. Y'all have been awesome. We'll see you on the next one.